What's going on, dreamers? We are live with some Phantasy Star Online. And Sonic has a good question. Where is everyone? Sonic is in the lobby. That's all we got right now. It's me and Sonic. A fantastic duo. Hello to everyone in the chats. Sonic, Dark, SegaFan 2008. Welcome to the stream. So hopefully we'll get a full game at some point today, but apparently people are slowly trickling in. Sonic being the first trickle. But yeah, I think you were saying some stuff in the game, Sonic, but I wasn't paying attention because I was getting the stream ready. That's what I do. I go to the PSO lobby and I just stand there until the stream is ready to go. I usually don't pay attention to it. My second-hand advertisement. Yes, I figured I'd advertise for them, even though they're not around anymore. I'm sure Sega will start it up again if I advertise it. You know, if there's enough interest. You know, you gotta get that advertising out there. That quest we did last week. Oh yeah. The one that took forever and I couldn't finish. Yeah, we didn't finish that. Hello, John. Let me join. I mean, I'm not preventing you from joining SegaFan 2008. I don't like to be an obstacle. But, also depends on difficulty level as well. We'll see who we get. For now, we'll probably start out on very hard. I still want to start some new characters at some point, just so I have some lower level characters. Alright. Have enough escape dolls? Well, very hard. I hope you do. I hope you do. Oh, someone else is joining. Oh, that's SegaFan 2009. He's using version 1. Man, that's retro. You're very limited playing version 1, SegaFan. Can't play many quests on version 1, but I will start a normal team. We'll do our forest warm-up on normal, and then switch over to a very hard. I keep selecting version 2. It's just... it's instinct. Create a team. Version 1. Old school, yo. Alright. I mean, it's not gonna be like one of those high-intensity warm-ups, but... it'll be a warm-up, I guess. Hey, what's up, Bob? We'll help SegaFan get a few XP. What's Sonic and the Black Knight? I don't even know what that is. Sonic says he's never played it, so I'm guessing it's a game. No offense to Sonic, but I'm not a big Sonic fan. My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Shuffle. Well, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing's fun too. Hello, Corey. Ever run into William Nash on PSO anymore? He kind of fell off the face of the earth. I haven't seen him in quite a while. He was streaming. He's got a child now. I think he has 2. I don't know, I could be mistaken, so... probably taking up a lot of his time. I'll buy some mates. Not that I'm really gonna need the mates on a normal game. I'm sure I'll be fine. I don't think my life is at risk. Should we do a ruins warm-up? No. I think SegaFan already headed to the forest, so... we'll stick with the tradition. Forest warm-up. Hey, is Sega Fan even here? Where'd he go? I saw him go through the teleport, but he ain't here. It's a mystery. Oh, there he is. Took him a while to appear, I guess. Where'd Sonic go? Is Sonic still shopping? It's alright, I think we can survive without him. I'll be the decoy. Thought about trying PSO2, but it looks too overcomplicated. I wouldn't know. Still waiting for the Dreamcast port. I'm sure they're working on it. I figure it took them, what was it, 5+ years to bring it from Japan to the US, so the Dreamcast version will come eventually. They're just a bit slow, that's all. I'm gonna get Dynamite Cop at my local game shop, but it's $90. Man, that's pricey. I mean, I love Dynamite Cop, but $90. That's a lot of dollars. That's 90 of them. You're waiting for Monkey Ball? Yeah, I'm sure they're working on that too. There's actually a guy working on a Monkey Ball-like game. It might be on hold right now because it's David Reichelt. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. Reichelt is what I've gone with. He was the guy that he helped Kazad on the that cave demo thing that I did a video on, and then he's also doing Driving Strikers with Kazad as well. So I'm guessing that's his priority at the moment, but he was working on a Monkey Ball type game for Dreamcast. Of course, not Monkey Ball. There was no monkey in the ball, but it's definitely Monkey Ball inspired. Gotta support local businesses. Even if they're robbing you blind? I mean, to be fair, I don't know what Dynamite Cop is going for these days, because I got my copy a long time ago. But 90 seems high. I need to pay attention to the game. I'm robbing the Sega Fan of all his XP because I'm just one-shotting everything. I gotta let him get some hits in first. About the same price as eBay. Yeah, I haven't checked in a while, like I said. Had no need to check. Dreamcast game prices are getting a bit crazy, though. I need to complete my US collection. I have 8 games to go. I need to stop postponing buying the last 8 that I need and just buy them before I have to pay $1 million a piece for them. I'm hitting the wrong ones. I do like to see a similar game of Splatoon on Dreamcast. Well, if any indie devs are watching, Dark Symbios would like Splatoon for Dreamcast. Get on it. I've never actually played Splatoon. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I might have played the beta. I think I did play it. It was alright. I think it was really my cup of tea. You're waiting for a lot of things, aren't you, Sonic? So, tell me something. Do you like Dreamcast? My best Seaman voice. Oh, I guess we're going on to Forest 2. Let's go to Forest 3. Yeah, we'll just skip right ahead. Right ahead to Forest 3. Not many people know about Forest 3. It's a hidden area. Get your bicycle back on the road. You got an e-bike, Bob? These things are dangerous. Simon Cowell almost killed himself twice on one. Either that or he's just not very good at riding e-bikes. Forest 3 password, Gump. Run, Forest, run! Long time no see, Shuayuma. Is everything good with him? Yeah, he's good. He's been busy. He was on Worms a couple weeks ago. He was absent the last couple weeks. He emailed me yesterday, though, so I know he's alive. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Sega Fan has leveled up to level 5. Congratulations. Always, Dark Symbios. Always. It's always a work in progress. What's going on, Kengami? How could anyone not be doing well on this lovely PSO Saturday? Trying to connect to PSO, but got fail. That's not good. Well, you know what they say. If you don't first succeed, try again. Sonic's just doing a pose with his sword. Look how powerful I am with my giant sword. I am eating dark chocolate and Dunkin' Donuts iced latte mocha while watching this stream. This stream brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, now known as Dunkin', because shorter names are cooler. Oh, you had the EP version of PSO. If you have the regular version, probably best to play that since we're all in the regular version. Mixing and matching can cause problems, specifically with the Ice Dragon. I don't know if we'll fight the Ice Dragon today, but we might. Actually, we probably will. So I imagine we're probably gonna do Ultimate after this. We'll see. Are you joining us today, Bob? Or are you just gonna be a spectator? Can you eat dark chocolate and play PSO at the same time? You are connected. Congratulations, Dark Symbios. You're a little late on the congrats, Bob. That's old news. That was a while ago. He's going for level 6 now. You can join next round. Sweet deal. I need to figure out a name for my new character. So I'm gonna create a new character. Maybe I'll do it next week. I think I said something last week. I said I was gonna make a new character named something, and I forget what it was now. I might have to look back at the previous live stream. I think I could make a character named Pennywise too.
Pennywise, the dancing clown. I play Phantasy Star Online.
I'll just talk like that the entire stream. That'll get the viewers. I think the dragon's dead, technically. The amount of HP that we've taken away from him is likely far exceeds his total HP. But you can't kill him before he does his roar. That's the rule. And Zegafan is at level 6. Need to do my hoorah. My celebratory hoorah after defeating the dragon. Alright, I'm gonna just head to the shop real quick, and then I will start a new game. I think we're gonna do Ultimate, assuming Dark Symbios is high enough a level. I believe he is. Find out shortly. I think we're sufficiently warmed up now. You're dialing Natopia style. Going old school today. I'm going a bit old school today as well. I mean, I'm using DreamPie, but we're doing the dial-up and original disc combination today. Last week I went with the Dreamshell modded Dreamcast and the broadband adapter. It was all about speed last week. This week it's about OG. Alright, where are you, Dark? He said he was online, but I don't see him. Did he make a game? I don't see him. He's not here. Where are you at, Dark? Bob is still dialing in, apparently. Everyone is on their way. On the way. I need more players. What level are you, Dark? I mean, I'll find out when you join, but if you answer me before you join, I can make a game. Just want to make sure you're good for Ultimate. If not, we can do very hard. We're gonna do a bit more of a challenging game, Sega fan. Okay, he's 57, so we'll have to do very hard. That's fine. So should we do a quest, or do we want to do a regular, ordinary, everyday area? Yeah, you can check the other ships, Sega fan. There may be other lower level players on. Although not too many people play version 1, so I'd recommend grabbing a copy of version 2. You can ask people to make a version 1 game, though. Not last week's quest. Bob isn't a fan, apparently. Alright, just waiting for Dark. Once he's in, good to go. I didn't realize the chat log actually shows. It shows chat all the way back to when you first connected to the server. I figured it would only show the chat log for, or since the time you've been on the ship that you've been on. That's kind of cool. Seems a lot of people trying to connect and get fail. Possible server issue? You mean specifically on Vega or to PSO in general? There are 12 players on Silver and Altogether. 8 on Altamira. And 4 on Vega. PSO in general? When I first connected, I got stuck at the, well, not stuck, but it went to the rotating hexagons for a couple minutes, and then it said it failed to connect. But I tried again and it connected after that, so I mean, it's possible the server's having some issues today. It seems fine once you're on, though. Alright, I guess for now we'll just do... Actually, we can only do forest if I don't have anything else unlocked on very hard. Need to play more offline. But I don't want to start a quest until Dark joins, or else he won't be able to join. Well, you know what? We'll just go to the forest. Might as well do something while we're waiting, right? As soon as Dark gets in, we'll exit out and go to the quest. We'll have double forest warm-up today. Be extra warm. So if any of you are interested in canceled Dreamcast games, I have been, I made a thread over at Dreamcast Talk recently where I basically just added a whole bunch of information to either confirm or debunk whether a Dreamcast beta exists or not. I thought it'd be a pretty good resource, because I've talked to a lot of ex-Dreamcast developers and got information from them, but I've never really consolidated all of that info into one place. So I did that, and I've been talking to a lot of new people lately, and I found out that Renegade Racers, which was actually featured on the Dreamcast Junkyard, they did an article and a video on it a few years back, I think, because a collector had a demo of it, which was only a one-track demo. But yeah, I was talking to, I think it was the main programmer for the game, and he told me that the game was completely finished. Passed all certification and all that stuff. The publisher just didn't want to move forward with it, because at the time, it must have been late 2000, early 2001, the publisher didn't think it was worth the cost of releasing the game for a console that was on its way out. So yeah, that game exists in fully completed form. And I might actually be able to get a hold of it. Unfortunately, the guy I've been talking to, he said he has backups of, or he thinks he has backups of most of the stuff he worked on, but it's in a storage locker in another country, which he has no access to at the moment. So I don't know when he'll have access to it, but well, I told him to let me know, and he seems like he's perfectly willing to release it if he does have it. So no guarantees, but I'm very I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for is. I'm fairly positive that that will get released at some point. Optimistic. There we go. There's a good word. Thank you, Bob. Bob reads dictionaries. He knows words. Oh, another interesting thing he told me as well, he borrowed it from Sonic, is they actually implemented online leaderboards into the game as well, which is cool. The OGs of BSO. I also asked them if they had considered online multiplayer for Renegade Racers. And he said the actual game Renegade Racers started out as a completely different game. I forget what he said it was. I think it was powerboat racing or something along those lines. And he said that game they had pitched a network mode or online mode for that particular game, but the publisher knocked it down. They didn't want it, so as a result they didn't really pursue it for Renegade Racers, which is a shame, because it could have really made the game stand out, because none of the other kart racers on the Dreamcast had online multiplayer, well, with the exception of Toy Racer, which is obviously a bit of a limited game because it was a budget release and only has a few tracks, so. But it's the only thing we have as far as online kart racers, which is a shame. It would have been awesome to have Looney Tunes Space Race or Wacky Races online. But Renegade Racers looks pretty solid from the gameplay I've seen of that one track. So it'll be pretty cool to actually play that. The collector that has that one level or one track demo apparently isn't willing to release it, which is fine. I mean, if he wants to keep his demo to himself, that's perfectly fine. I'd rather have the full game anyway. Alright, I think we're good. I think we've cleared out everything. I guess Dark isn't having any luck connecting, since he's gone silent. Hello, Dark Shadow Rage 2. I successfully replaced my Dreamcast battery. Well, congratulations. No longer ask me for a date and time. Excuse me, sir. Would you happen to know the date and time? I know, it can get annoying. Hey, what's up, Ross? Those batteries are old. I'm actually pretty impressed how long they last. Bob did it in 5 of his Dreamcasts. Impressive. Yeah, my Dreamcast battery, in my main Dreamcast, it lasted over 15 years at least. I mean, maybe it didn't last as long as it did originally, but it still kept the date and time for 15 plus years. So not too bad. I mean, I wasn't the original owner of the Dreamcast, but I know it was never replaced, so. I mean, it really depends on how much you use your Dreamcast, because obviously a battery only has a certain number of charges, because it is a rechargeable battery. So it really depends on how much you use your Dreamcast, because every time you turn it on, it's charging the battery, and that's one less cycle it can charge. So a Dreamcast that hasn't really been used, the battery should still be fine. But I use my Dreamcast a lot. Just need to find a broadband adapter for my Dreamcast. Go the DreamPie route, man. Why settle for only 4 games that you can play online when you can have 22? Or is it 23 now? One of those 2 numbers. Either way, it's a lot more than 4. I mean, even for the ridiculous prices Raspberry Pis are going for these days, it's still a bit cheaper than a broadband adapter. Hopefully prices will settle down. At some point, anyway. Like to get a Dream Pi, but it's sold out. Well, you can put one together yourself. It's not a retail product that you have to buy from a Dreamcast Live or whatever. All you need is a Raspberry Pi, you write the software to the SD card, and you can get a modem from Dreamcast Live. And you're good to go. I have a video tutorial. How to get online with Dream Pi 2017. You can take a look at that. Dream Pi uses the original modem that's in the Dreamcast, so you don't need the broadband adapter. We actually have probably 3,000-ish Dream Pi users at the moment, which is pretty impressive. I don't think we could have accomplished that with just broadband adapters. I don't think there are 3,000 broadband adapters available on the market right now. I mean, I don't know where they all went. I'm sure Sega made more than 3,000 of them, but there aren't 3,000 for sale, I can tell you that. Yep, just works with the regular broadband. I mean, Raspberry Pi is just like a little PC. So you can use Wi-Fi or Ethernet, whatever. Yeah, Dream Pi is the software, Raspberry Pi is the hardware. So it's just running software on a little PC. Yeah, I mean, I put together the kits, or I was putting together the Dream Pi kits and Dreamcast Live, just to make it as easy as possible for people to get online, because even with the tutorial video I made, a lot of people complain, this is too difficult, I can't do this, blah 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 blah. But, yeah, so I started making the kits and started making it as easy as possible to get as many people online as we can. But then the chip shortage happened, and now you can't get Raspberry Pis for less than about $100. Well, I shouldn't say that. You can get a Raspberry Pi 3 for, on average, about $80, I think is what it's going for on eBay now. It's kind of crazy since they retail for $30. What are you gonna do? We don't have enough chips. Sega buried all the broadband adapters. Is it with the... yeah, it's with the ET Atari cartridges. Conspiracy theories. Yeah, a few of the games are cross-platform, so you can play Quake 3 Arena, Phantasy Star Online, 4x4 Evolution, and Maximum Pool on PC with Dreamcast players. So that's an option as well. Ooh, I got an HP material. Nice. Hey, what's up, Laws? You're late. You're usually waiting in the lobby. Very hard with these levels. Oh, I just noticed Snake joined. Oh, now I feel bad, because Dark is, Dark finally was able to connect. And someone has taken his place. But, we're gonna go Ultimate anyway. Oh, no, we're not. No, because Dark can't do Ultimate. So, I don't know. I guess I will do, let's see how much time we got. We can do a couple, quick quests. Gonna wait for Bob to approach the counter.
A dragon, I swear I saw a dragon.
Did you see the dragon, Buzzy? Did you? I think what we'll do is, we'll do a couple of short quests. And, that way we can get Dark in for one round. And, we'll let Snake do this round. We're just waiting for Bob. Bob is slow. Ooh, another really cool thing I learned just recently. I was talking to another ex-Dreamcast developer behind the canceled game called Jump Runner. I don't know if you guys have heard of Jump Runner. It was kind of a space smuggler sort of game. I don't know if that really describes it, but it was supposed to be an online space game of some sort. I forget the details, but it was about this. It had a whole storyline about this guy finding this box, or this box was given to him, and the guy that gave him the box was killed, and then the people that killed him are going after him and trying to get the box. Something like that. It sounded like a cool story, but I'm not telling it very well. But anyway, this game actually started out as a commission for Bethesda. Think about this. It was a space game by Bethesda for the Dreamcast. A space game. Bethesda space game. Starfield, anyone? Yes, Starfield was a Dreamcast game. Alright, maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but it's still cool anyway. Anyway, let's, I don't want to do TTF, we'll end with TTF. Let's do Extermination. We'll do Endless Nightmare 2. That shouldn't take too long. And then we'll do TTF, assuming Dark is still online after we finish. So stick around, Dark. We'll get you for the next round. Hey, no talking about PlayStation 2 in the chat, Buzzy. It's a restricted topic. The only rule of the Dreamcast Club is you don't talk about PS2. I finally get to use that. Gonna keep doing that until he shows up. Alright. Bob's not waiting around. Oh, what happened to Snake? We lost Snake. The second rule of the Dreamcast Club is you don't talk about Dreamcast Club. No, you can talk about the Dreamcast Club all you want. You just don't talk about PS2. So, it's the one and only rule. Stop spreading nasty rumors. Oh wait, did you say the Dreamcast ran on PS2 power or the PS2 ran on Dreamcast power? If it's the latter, it's fine. Yeah, the PS2 is actually 2 Dreamcast shoved into a case. Killing all the sharks. I mean, to be fair, they're gonna die anyway. Sharks can't be on land. They can't breathe. I'm just putting them out of their misery. Dying of suffocation would be much worse. Well, I don't know what happened to Snake. Snake is gone. So I guess you can feel free to join now, Dark, if you'd like. Oh, that's right too, you can't join because we're in a quest. Never mind. And that's why Snake hasn't rejoined as well. Completely forgot about that. Oh well. Guess it's just the 3 of us. You need a replacement for crimes? No, no one can replace Dingo. Dingo is one of a kind. Oh, and in case anyone wants a link to my Dreamcast game cancellation, debunk, whatever it's called. Let me get a link to that. If I can find it. Here it is. Some interesting stuff in there if you like reading about that sort of thing. Link is in the chat. Feel free to ask questions if you'd like. I may know things that are not posted there. Calm down, Laws. Calm down. Ooh, I leveled up. Nice. I think I may have talked to someone about Black and White. I don't believe Black and White was ever started for Dreamcast. I don't believe. I could be wrong, though. Too bad we didn't get Tecmo's Ninja Gaiden, probably my favorite game on the original Xbox. I played a remaster, I think, of that on the Vita. Man, that's a hard game. Unless it, no, you know what? I don't think it was the original now that I think of it. I think it was the, yeah, PS3 generation Ninja Gaiden game. Yeah, so I might not have played the original. Got a lot of coverage in Dreamcast magazines back in the day. It would be funny if they hadn't made a start and it was just a pie in the sky. It would not be the first time. A lot of the time they get screenshots from the PC version and they just say, yeah, we're gonna work on a Dreamcast version. I mean, sometimes it's just complete bunk. Sometimes the publisher jumps the gun and says, yeah, we're gonna work on a Dreamcast version. And then the developer has no idea that they said that. The publisher and developer sometimes do not communicate. And that's where a lot of these canceled Dreamcast games come from. It's just the publisher saying, You know, they're just trying to please the press, I guess. Like, yeah, we'll consider a Dreamcast version. Sure, why not? Outcast is a good example of that. I talked to the creator of Outcast, and he said Dreamcast version was never in the works. It was the publisher that said a Dreamcast version was going to be made, and yeah, he didn't know anything about it. Never trust the publisher. That's the moral of the story here. Unless they're self-publishing their own game. What about Commandos 2? Know anything about that? I think I tried to contact some developers of that game, but I don't think I ever heard back. So, no. Don't know anything about that one. No, wrong Outcast, Laws. Wrong Outcast. Outcast with a C. It's actually a really cool looking game. I played a little bit of it for the Games That Never Were episode that I featured it in. It's a cool game. It would have been really cool to get a Dreamcast version, but sadly it was never a thing. They made a remaster of that recently as well. I shouldn't say recently, it was a few years back on Steam. There's an Outcast remastered or something like that. I need to check that out at some point. And the final battle. The unreleased Heroes 3 is that in a playable state. I have not played it myself, but it has a memory leak issue, I believe. So you can only play it for a certain amount of time before it runs out of memory and crashes. So I guess if you can finish the game fast enough. But I don't believe you can even finish one campaign. And I'm sure the performance starts to degrade over time as well. But it's interesting because it's not the only game of that genre to have memory issues. There was Age of Empires 2, which does exist. There is a beta of that out there somewhere. It was worked on for a year and a half by Konami, and they had memory issues with that as well, and it's an RTS game, just like Heroes of Might and Magic. So it's the map that is a memory hog, and they also use Windows CE for both of the games. So that overhead, that memory cost, did not help. But as far as Age of Empires 2 is concerned, even small maps used up almost all of the Dreamcast memory. And apparently they couldn't overcome that, so Konami canceled the game. But there is a playable build somewhere. Hey, what's up, Zappit? Job complete. But regarding the Konami games, there were at least 2 games that Konami was working on, well, outside of the Castlevania game, obviously. They were working on 3 games, or 2 or 3 games for Microsoft. They had a cross-licensing agreement where Konami could port Microsoft games to the Dreamcast, and in exchange, Microsoft could port some of Konami's games to the PC. So they had this cross-licensing agreement, and Konami was, I believe, working on 3 games. They were working on Age of Empires 2, they were working on Combat Flight Simulator, which was actually leaked a while back. It's not really that playable. And they were also supposedly working on MechWarrior 3, which I have not yet been able to confirm, but yeah, supposedly that was in the works as well. But they had to use Windows CE for all of the games. That was part of their agreement with Microsoft. So it didn't really help things. So yeah, they had issues with getting all of those games to run. Microsoft really wanted developers to use Windows CE for their Dreamcast games. They actually went and paid developers to use it. That's how much they wanted to promote it. Interesting little fact there for you. And that's probably why we got so many Windows CE Dreamcast games. There were around 80 of them, I believe. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, a lot of those games probably would never have been on Dreamcast if it wasn't for Windows CE. So maybe some of them didn't perform as well as they could have if they just did a native port without Windows CE. But hey, we got more games. You can't really complain. It was very easy to port PC games to Dreamcast because of that. Yeah, the Dreamcast bottleneck is definitely the RAM. If they had doubled the RAM, it would have expanded possibilities for sure. All right. Are you still around, Dark? I do not see you in the lobby. But we're gonna start a new game and we're gonna do a TTF. Just waiting for Bob to exit. Probably still shopping. One minute. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna do a TTF speed run. So we got time. I'm actually waiting to hear back from some people about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for Dreamcast. Trying to find out more about that. See if that was ever started. It's a bit of a tricky one because I don't know who would have actually worked on the Dreamcast port if they did actually start a Dreamcast port. Because Treyarch did the first 2 games, but Treyarch didn't do any Tony Hawk games after that. They didn't work on 3. So, I mean, maybe they could have worked on a Dreamcast version. But I don't know. Yeah, funny thing is, it's released on N64, yeah. And PS1 too, right? I believe so. It was ported to everything but Dreamcast. It was a Game Boy Advance version. But the interesting thing is, all of these ports were worked on by all different developers. For the most part. There's Dark. Alright. Let's get this game going. Very hard, please. find canceled games so interesting. It's cool to see what could have been. Yeah, me too. It's a bit of an obsession for me. I'm kind of making it my personal goal to release at least one Dreamcast beta or prototype this year. At least one. I think I'm pretty close on a couple of them. Again, no guarantees. But I have a couple that I have my sights on. Like I said, Renegade Racers is one of them. Which is a cool one, because Renegade Racers is complete. It's a finished game. It's always nice when it's completed, and not just a very rough prototype. Okay, PC, kind of shoot a few titles here. The Road to El Dorado. Interesting that you would mention that one, because I actually just contacted a couple people about that today. I haven't heard back yet, so I'm definitely gonna. Any information I get, I'll post on that Dreamcast Talk thread. Armada 2. I forget if I was able to contact anyone regarding that. I don't believe it was started. I think they started on the PC version, but I don't think they started on the Dreamcast version, but I could be wrong. Again, I don't think I was able to contact anyone about that, or I never heard back from anyone. I know I tried. Colin McRae, we know that exists, because Dreamcast Junkyard did a video on it. And I actually did talk to some people about that as well. But unfortunately, I don't think they had a build of it. But again, that one's in the hands of a collector who doesn't want to release it. It was always the same story. Super Bombad Racing. I just posted about that in that thread. I believe, yes. I believe there is a version of that for Dreamcast. It was running on the console at some point. Although the person I talked to said it was a rough build. So, take that as you may. Alright, TTF, speedrun. Don't we all, Dark Shadow? Don't we all? Unreal Tournament has kind of been a mission of mine for years now, but sadly, not much has come of it. I've contacted tons of people. I think I've talked to everyone that had anything to do with that game. Like, no one keeps backups, apparently. DD Planet, yeah. I'm sure that'll be back online someday. From what I can tell, it used a similar server to PSO. It may be a bit of a tricky one because it uses a similar kind of authentication system that PSO used, so makes it a bit trickier. But maybe since we do have PSO working, it won't be too bad, but I don't think Shu has actually looked into it yet. DD Planet's a lot of fun, though. Really cool little sort of party game-ish thing. It's simple, but a lot of fun. Unreal Tournament used GameSpy for the master server, not for the main game server. So many people, including myself, have gotten games or servers to show up in the list just by using the PC version of Unreal Tournament. And that's easy enough to do. You can get a game to show up. You can show the map and everything, and it looks cool, but you can't join the game. It's the PC and Dreamcast servers were not cross-compatible, which is why back in the day you couldn't play against PC players. It was PC players were by themselves and Dreamcast players were by themselves on their own server. They're fundamentally different, unfortunately. I am of the firm belief that every Dreamcast game will be back online one day. It may take a while, but one day we'll be able to play every single one of them. Anything is possible. Lost the stream. Bob has lost the stream. Don't cross the stream. You can lose it, just don't cross it. Yeah, unlike Quake 3, where PC and Dreamcast were cross-platform. I used to host Dreamcast servers for Quake 3 back then. Yeah, apparently the Dreamcast was not able to run on the I don't know what I'm saying. The Dreamcast version of the game did not run well on PC servers. They most likely had to optimize them. They probably had to rewrite the server. I don't know if it was from scratch. They may have used the PC server as a base for it, but they most likely rewrote a lot of it to optimize it for running well on the Dreamcast. Yeah, it would most likely need to be reverse engineered from scratch, I'm sure. Shuyuma has looked into it. He's gotten just as far as pretty much anyone else. Which is basically just getting the server to show up and then you try and join and it fails. But he's tried quite a few things to get it to work. Just basically trying to modify the PC server, but nothing worked. He's also tried actually making the Dreamcast client into a server, so actually having the Dreamcast host the game, which also did not work, most likely because there are a lot of files missing. The Dreamcast version of the game was never meant to host a game, or to act as a server. But yeah, he attempted that as well. Unsuccessfully, unfortunately. I'm supposed to be speedrunning this, but I'm getting distracted. Everyone else is speedrunning it, I'm just lagging behind. Alright, I'm back to speed running. At least I'm ahead of 2 of my teammates anyway. How dare you, Laws? You lift that curse at once. Pretty please? I swear there is a curse. I swear there is. Because I've had 2 pretty decent leads for the Dreamcast server software for UT. And both of those people that might have had it, both just stopped responding to me. Like, just one day out of the blue. Silence. There's a conspiracy, I'm sure of it. Someone silenced them. Of course, Lots, of course. I think it was Epic Games. They silenced him. They want everyone to play Fortnite. If the Unreal Tournament Dreamcast servers were brought back online, it would take players away from Fortnite. They can't have that. Well, the joke's on them, because I'm never gonna play Fortnite, regardless. I'd rather just sit and stare at my Dreamcast. It'd be more fun. Sick burn! Checking my emails now, see if I got any replies from developers. No, unfortunately, I have not. I could have had breaking news on the stream. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for Dreamcast has been found! Wishful thinking. I mean, that's rarely ever the response I get. It's like, I always hope they'll just get back to me and say, yeah, sure, I have it. I have the beta, I'll send it to you right away. Let me get right on that. Alas, that's never the response I get. Well, I shouldn't say never. I did get one response like that. That was for DD Planet. I was absolutely shocked when the guy got back to me and said, I have it. And I can send it to you. Well, I shouldn't say that. He didn't immediately say he would send it to me. He said he had it. It took a bit of convincing to get him to send it to me. But I'm glad he did. It's finally out there. Yeah, we don't always remember it's a speedrun, Laws. We do time it, Zap it. Well, not always. we have a leaderboard. I'll post it in the chat. Oh yeah, we have a leaderboard for speedrun times. But currently are pretty hard to beat. They're pretty solid times. I mean, you basically have to run through it flawlessly in order to beat the times we have now. At least for most of the quests, anyway. Props on DD Planet, by the way. It was a big win. Thank you, Laws. I like props. I mean, it's nice to get that 1 in 1,000 response. Like, you don't know how many countless emails I've sent out. I'm a pest, you know? I mean, to be honest, a lot of the developers I've spoke with, I mean, they're awesome people. Really cool to talk to them. And usually really nice. Even if they don't have what I'm looking for. That is true, Laws. That is true. Oh, Dark leveled up. Nice. Congrats. What about Take the Bullet? Take the Bullet was released, what was that, a couple of years ago, a prototype? But the one that's out there is not the final one. They actually continued work on it after that, and they completely changed the name of the game. It wasn't Take the Bullet anymore. I forget what it was called. But the guy, I think it was the founder of Red Lemon Studios. He was going to release the game. He sent a picture of the final build, and he was going to release it, and he never got. Well, I mean, it's been silence for probably a couple of years now. Yeah, he was going to release it. I might have to try and follow up on that. I mean, it wasn't me that he was going to release it to. He was actually talking with Tom from the Dreamcast Junkyard, and he promised him that he'd send him the disc. But I'm guessing he hasn't heard from him. Or else we would have heard about it. I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. I forget what the name was that Take the Bullet turned into. Just do a quick search in my messages. I don't know if I can find it. Totally ruining the speedrun. For some reason, I have about 1 million messages that are turning up for Take the Bullet. I don't know why. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. There should be a picture of it on Dreamcast Talk. in a Take the Bullet related thread. All those emails with your hitman. Yeah, that's a separate conversation altogether. Oh, thank you, Dark. Yeah, that's it. Project Firearm. Yeah, that was, I guess, going to be the final name for the game. Had they actually released it. I really want to see what that final build looks like. Because I don't think anyone's actually seen it. I don't know how different it is from what Take the Bullet was. Unfortunately, the prototype that's out there of Take the Bullet, there isn't a whole lot to it. I mean, you can basically see everything there is to see in 20 minutes, maybe. It's probably being generous. So maybe Project Firearm is a bit more robust. Is that someone's money sitting over there? Someone dropped their Meseta. Oh, Dark is down. Oh, shoot. I killed him. Well, I guess Dark's not getting the XP. Sorry, Dark. I was going to stop firing, but that last bullet just came out and killed him. We got a nice picture, though. Dark's alive in the picture, so... Well, good one, guys. Good one. I'm gonna blast open all the boxes. I'll leave the stuff for everyone else. I just want the enjoyment of shooting all of the boxes. I'm in it for the fun. I am the hero, Loss. Of course I am. None of my other teammates are the hero, it's just me. I am the hero. Alright, we're gonna wrap things up here. I'm gonna get my money. Give me my money. I am back, yes. It was no problem. S rank, highest rank of them all. Back to the lobby. Alright, guys. That is gonna be it for today's live stream. Good games as usual. So tomorrow's Game Night UK game is Choo Choo Rocket. I want to stream that tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be able to or not. So I may or may not stream that. We'll see. Next week, I should be able to do a midweek stream. I didn't do one last week, couldn't get around to it. But I want to stream some NBA... NBA... I can't think of the name of it now. Just uploaded a video of it. NBA on NBC. NBA something or other. I'm sure I'll figure out the name by the time I stream it. I want to say NBA Jam, because that's what it is. But it's not NBA Jam, because they lost the rights to NBA Jam. So yeah, I want to stream some of that, because I feel like it. Maybe someone will figure out the name for me and tell me in the chat. They changed the name twice. Twice on Dreamcast. I don't know. They couldn't keep the name straight. Although the first name wasn't really that great. Anyway, yeah, I might try and stream that tomorrow. If I don't actually get a hold of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, of course. If I manage to get the Dreamcast bait, I'll stream that next week. So look forward to that. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the live stream for today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And until next time, keep on dreaming. Yeah, see, that's the outro I'm gonna use from now on. Hope you guys like it. See you around.